Hi Leo, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your belated July tarot reading. I'm so sorry about being late. I'm working a lot lately. I'm cleaning cottages now for the summer, and I'm quite busy actually, so I do apologize for being late. I'm never usually late, so uh, yeah, so I'm on my porch here at camp. It's a beautiful day, lovely breeze. You can hear all the birds in the background. Hope you're enjoying it, Leo. Your birthday's coming up soon. Let's get your energy in here, Leo. Leo. July 2021, Leo. Okay. Oh, strength. Very interesting. Slid right off the top there for you, Leo. Just hold on a sec here. Let me just get these lined up for you. There we go. So, strength. This is the Druidcraft tarot, by the way. And do you notice here that she's laid down her sword? She doesn't want to fight, you know. She doesn't want to use aggression. She's trying to contain that part of herself and use grace and integrity to stand up to whatever she needs to. You know, she knows that she doesn't have to use her sword and you know, cut, and she doesn't have to destroy, you know. There's another way, right? So it takes a lot of strength to contain oneself, because when our emotions, you know, get high, we get fired up, right? So there's something here this month that's going to require your strength. In the recent past, you have the Four of Swords, the Princess of Cups, Rebirth, which is judgment, and I like how it's portrayed in this deck, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Pentacles. In the present, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Princess of Swords, the Ace of Swords right in the dead center of your reading, Two of Swords following, and the King of Swords. And in the future, which is the end of July, the first week of August, since these are late, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Wands, another ace. Look at that. After rebirth, you know. The Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Chariot. Wow, Leo, look at all of this. So let's go to the recent past. You know, I see you have the Four of Swords with the Princess of Cups. It looks to me like you know, the Four of Swords is a time of delay. And it's like you're pausing, you're thinking about your plan. You're looking at you're surveying the whole situation, the whole scene, the whole valley here, and trying to make smart decisions, smart choice. This four is like a crossroads in a way. You're trying to decide which way to go now that you know the truth, you know. And you could be waiting for a message, you know. It could be an invitation. It could be not necessarily a message. It could be just communication, you know. I feel like this is, there's stirrings here, you know. I'm feeling stirrings going on with this Princess of Cups. And it's also new beginnings, right? Stirrings, new beginnings. And it's like you're waiting for this because you don't want to set off in this direction if something is beginning here, something new on the relationship level is beginning here. And this could be why you're kind of waiting, pausing to see if something stirs, you know, if something starts here. And then the rebirth. And the rebirth is like judgment. You know, we come out of the cave. We've been in the cave for a while, and we've been, you know, doing some growing up, doing some realizing, you know, we're not happy in this old situation. It's not that there's anything really wrong with it. I think you've outgrown it. You've outgrown what your life was giving you before, and now you're looking for something new. Looking for something new. What new direction? And this is the new, you know. I think you'd like to have a relationship. You may have someone particular in mind, in fact. And then you have the Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles. The Hanged Man is also a pause. You know, it's another four. If you look at his body shapes of four. And because there's something here you're not seeing, you're not getting. It's a perspective, behavior, perhaps. There's something about it that you feel you can't act on yet. You know, it's like you're suspended. You can't really do anything, say anything. You can watch and listen, because you notice his eye, he's not blindfolded. His ears aren't plugged. You can watch and listen, but somehow it seems like there's nothing you can do about it. And usually this calls for a different perspective. Or maybe it's just the way you see it, you know, and others don't see your perspective at this point, because you are gaining a new perspective here. You know, you are. What's that bird? I have a bird living in the porch now. It kind of lives where the porch overlaps the roof of my trailer, and it has a nest up in there, so it's always sitting somewhere here on the porch, just talking away, just like me. Anyway, here is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is like you feel left out. Here's this dog and a hare, just having all kinds of fun, running around. This reminds me of a triangle situation where it feels like you're missing out. This is what it feels like. You're missing out. Now, at the same time, you're building something here. Like perhaps you're investing your time and energy somewhere because you have a long-term plan, and you feel like you're missing out on fun, you're not getting to enjoy the sunlight and, you know, all that stuff. You could be feeling missing out right now. But I feel like you're also building something here. You're investing yourself, which may feel isolating in some way, you know. You may feel isolated somehow. I do this a lot. My arms get stuck on the cards. My energy is all over them. So, in the present, like I said, I feel like you're investing, because here you are working away, working very hard, building up some sort of something in reserve, okay? You're not spending it, you're not using it, you're busy building it, making it working. You know, he's literally, oops, there's a real change in the light. He's literally making money here. And there could be some danger in what you do, not danger, but you have to be very careful. It's very, could be something very precise about it. How you handle the materials or something like that. But yeah, because I think in the past you've been reassessing your plan here. All right. And now you're trying to build your equity. You're spending your time and energy working, building your money for something. Okay. You're working on something here, on a plan. So below the Princess of Cups is another princess. And this is the Princess of Swords. And again, it is new energy. The princesses are new, you know, youthful, right? And she holds a sword here. She is robed in all kinds of beautiful blue, layers of blue, which is her heart, her emotions, and her spirituality. She has a little wisp of purple in there too. This could be a younger air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It doesn't have to be. It could be more about the message. She's holding that sword by the blade. This is a message that could hurt, that could not be what you're hoping. She's not holding it by the handle. She's holding it by the blade. And she has some of her layers, you know, bound around it. So your feelings could be tied up in this message, as, you know, here's the Princess of Cups, but it's the truth. And I think that you respect that, you honor the truth. Now, I think that, I don't think that this is saying that it's a bad message, but it's something perhaps you didn't know before. Perhaps it's, you know, like I said, she's holding on to the blade there. It may be something you need to say, or someone needs to say to you, but might be a little bit difficult to say, you know. Anyway, it's definitely a truth. This is something you learn. It's honesty, which is precious. It's a gift. This Ace of Swords is a gift to you after a rebirth. And the thing about this is that you're ready to face this, you know. You're ready to face this and honor it. You know, this is a blessing to you. Don't think of it as a negative card. This is a blessing. When you learn about this, it's the dawn of a new day. It's the new beginning. I think it's what you needed to know, hear, say, whatever. It's, you know, it's releasing you from this Hanged Man energy, I think. I really do. However, you may find yourself with a decision might be delaying. You may not be ready to make. It's below the Hanged Man, delay. Because you're not sure about either direction. You don't feel confident in this choice yet, but I almost feel like you could be feeling pressured to make this. There could be a time factor in this in some way. but geez, this is tricky. Um, in some ways, I'm wondering if it could be, because our passions relate to a lot of things. They relate to people, they relate to our creative work, they relate to our ideals, you know. And in some of this, I'm seeing your ideals because it's 4 swords right in a row, right? Your ideals here. It could be around what you hold of value, and it also could be towards someone in particular, okay? A particular person. This could be an air sign, doesn't have to be. It's represented by the King of Swords here. This also could be your energy, Leo. It could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But this energy is very logical. This is very logical thinking. And, in some ways, because you don't feel like you can see clearly what is the right choice, it's about following your heart, your passion. What are you passionate about? Okay? And so also the King of Swords is very logical. He researches, he finds out the details. He wants to know the statistics, the facts, He is very grounded in some ways. You can see he has his feet on the ground, or at least one fully. And while he is he bases his choices on what's logical, okay? But he guards his heart very carefully right now, okay? He's not making emotional choices, he's making logical choices. But there's something about what you're passionate about here. And also, that bird, where are you? Oh, there it is. They're all around here. Isn't that funny? All these birds are communicating right now. There's one deck of cards where they're all around this birdhouse, and there's like 5 or 6 of them. And I feel like that's here some days because there's a lot of them just sitting on my lattice or, on the roof here. And it's loud, but it's special. I love it. Anyhow, so there's something you're facing here, and you're okay with it. You're not traumatized by it by any means. You're just not exactly sure which is the right way for you yet. But I think when you get here in this King of Swords energy, this could be someone you're talking to about it, and you're thinking, I'm just not sure, and so you try to put together your facts and make a decision. And the King of Swords does, and he doesn't go back. He's made it. He moves forward. You know what I mean? And then you have in the future, which is end of July, beginning of August, right in your birthday time, you have the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is about choices. We have a lot of dreams we want to fulfill at this time. But some of them seem fading, like they're out of reach, or could be getting away on you. And you could be very focused on this one cup, or maybe not focused on it. in your, dreaming about all this other stuff. But the thing is this is what you need is focus right now. You need to, because you can have all of these things in time. You need to focus on a couple of them, and then you can move on to the next one. Okay, I'll start working on that now that I have these ones situated, and so it's step by step, right? But you may feel like it's hard to attain all these things, and you may feel like it's hard to do it alone. It's tough to do it on your own. It would be so much better with someone to share it with. There's a bit of a loneliness feeling here, and daydreaming a bit, but it says you just need to focus. You could be spreading yourself too thin, trying to accomplish all of these at once. And it says that you can set a couple aside for now and just focus on 3 maybe, or 2 or 1, whatever. So then you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands could be a job offer. You have messages coming in here, communications, the very possibility of something new here, So this could be the offer. A job offer. However, you may have to move to take it. So you may have to move to, another building, another department, another town, perhaps, There's a lot of potential growth here. See all the leaves on this wand? A lot of potential growth. And you just have to take the leap. The log to get across is actually even provided for you. If you choose to take that direction, it will simply drop into place and you can cross. And there's a lot of possibility for expansion and growth because the sun is here. So this is really great. This is probably a lot to do with this news, something you find out about here. And you got to decide, well, do I want to stay or do I want to go? I don't know what you could be established somewhere. And then this could be a golden opportunity for you. But there's hesitation. You're not sure if you should make a change in direction at this point. So you're trying to think very logically about this. You're trying to be smart and all the calculations and all that. And then you have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is telling you, yes, this is an excellent choice. You're going to be very happy. You have something to celebrate. You should be proud of yourself, and you're going to bring honor to your family. You have the right to hang your own banner with your own name on it. Like at the arena, at the hockey arena, and when a certain player has achieved certain things, his banner hangs there. And that's like this for your family. They're really proud of you, of what you've been able to accomplish with this. It's a big step, I think. Big step. It could be more responsibility too. There is that, and that could be part of the decision for you because it requires you to be logical, smart, a king, mature, right? And I have a feeling you're moving. I really do, Leo. there's the Eight of Wands and the Chariot side by side after the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands. New beginning, emotionally fulfilled. You're very happy about this. Something to celebrate. The Eight of Wands suggests travel, communication, optimism, and movement forward. You know, this is growing very quickly, happening very quickly. This is swift energy, swift. The arrows are in the air already. They are going to land. They've taken flight. Okay, so I'm really feeling, and maybe this was what was so difficult for you, is because you will be moving, and there's something about where you are that seems precious to you. Like, look at the land around this guy. There's all kinds of fruit growing, and a lot of nourishment, and it seems like everything he needs is here. But there's something calling. There's something calling, right? And so this could be why it's difficult to make this decision to go in another direction. All right, but I think you are, and I think you're happy about it. And the Chariot says that you go. This is also very swift energy, very quick. You know, I'm wondering if this is more August energy, when you could actually be moving. All right, it could be, yeah. With it, like in this month, because there's the 7, right? So, and this is about getting focused as well. You had another card of focus, 7 of Cups back here. So it's telling you need to focus. And boy, you do. You get it together pretty fast here, you know, in the end. And because you have these two warring sides, right? These two sides. One wants to stay, one wants to go. One wants to go this way, one wants to go that way. And so the Chariot tells us that this is the time when we need to get in the driver's seat, really take control. Who's driving this thing anyway? This even could be a license in some way, some sort of transportation license that you get. That could be the job that you're doing, is transporting, because it is the Chariot. So, yeah, like it's, anyway, the thing is, I think you're moving either in your work. What you do requires you to travel somehow. Or I think you're literally moving, though, because this has been such, and I think you're moving your work and your home. This has been such a tough decision for you. But the offers are here, and you're ready. You're ready for this, you know. I think this is part of you. This is what you're passionate about. You want to. Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble. But if I stay, it will be double. Woo! My, oh my, oh my. Look at these cards that just jumped out during my song. So this is the Oracle of Visions. I was just going to take one card, but you get extra. Darn cards keep sticking to me. So you have 19. I'll tell you what that is in a sec. This woman, she's sitting here naked. It looks like she has a lot on her mind. You know, there's temptation. There's some sort of, you know, she's sitting there thinking, just like the statue, you know, the thinker. And a lot on her mind. Some of it's temptation. And then you have 46. And this is putting the pieces together. I haven't even looked at the book. You know, I don't know these cards. But for me, it's putting pieces together. The puzzle is almost complete here. It's almost complete. And you can actually see yourself in the situation now. Before, I don't think you could, perhaps. You know, you could have, you know, I see you in the cave here, right? In the cave. And this is out of the cave, seeing the world, exploring, opening your everything. Opening your everything. So let's see what the first one, 19. 19. Contemplation, analysis, awareness. So that's also this here. And this here. And this here. You have a lot of that going on here. A lot of analysis. A lot of contemplation. While we share common traits, let me hold it up for you, with all other living entities, and are indeed linked to them in so many ways, our humanity is probably best defined by our awareness of ourselves. We alone can look up at the sky and contemplate our role in the universe. We alone have the freedom of choice and the capability of rational thought beyond survival and procreation. We alone can question relative values and choose right from wrong. Our consciousness is both a blessing and a burden. It provides us with the ability to ponder and question. More than any other living entities, we have the capacity to consider variables and options for the future, and to be either encouraged or concerned about the possibilities. So, you know, that's here in this 7 of Cups, right? Same sort of energy there, right? We have the capacity to consider variables and options for the future, and to be either encouraged or concerned about the possibilities. So it's your perception, right? And then 46, which I love what you're coming into. And that's that perception, that change of perception. How to look at this. You know, you don't have to look at it that you're leaving something behind, that you're adding to your repertoire. Okay. Connections, putting the pieces together, coming to conclusions. I love it. I love this little quote here. To the question of your life, you are the answer. And to the problems of your life, you are the solution. I love that. A young woman sits on a bridge, a physical and metaphysical connecting point between here and there. Her identity is initially concealed not only to us, but also to herself. She is, in essence, finding her true self. She reaches out to gather pieces of a puzzle, and with each one finds clues and discovers more about herself. Each of us attempts to make sense of our place as we search for connections and relationships with others. Gradually, despite failures and experimentation along the way, an image starts to take form. Increasing clarity manifests itself from the initial confusion. The process is self-reinforcing and often becomes easier and accelerates as more pieces are added, each finding their corresponding place. Eventually, a point is reached where everything comes into focus and starts to make sense. I love that you got this card. And I think that this is where this all happens here. Well, also with in the King of Swords, you know, you're starting to make the connections both, mentally and spiritually and logically, because this air energy is very spiritual as well. A lot of people forget that about the air signs. Very spiritual energy. And then, with the chariot, it's eventually a point is reached where everything comes into focus and starts to make sense. Oops. I really like this for you, Leo. I'm so happy for you. What a lovely birthday present. Um, you know, I think all the careful thought, I think that it's wonderful that these doors are opening up for you at a time when you're ready. You're ready for this because you've come out of the cave and you're ready for something new, new, all over the place. So it's what you're passionate about right now, and you need to follow your passions, you know. Like I said, don't feel like you're letting something go. Feel like you're embracing more, you know. That's the kind of thing. Look at this. She's embracing so much and is wants to connect with all these, wonderful possibilities, relationships, and all kinds of things. So, Leo, I hope this resonates with you or some of you out there trying to connect with my people. Again, I'm so sorry for my tardiness. And comment below if you want to, like, share, subscribe. It all helps. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your patience. So anyhow, I'll talk to you soon. Not before you know it, I have to put out the cartomancy readings. Okay, bye now.